In this video, we're going to look at the Rome-Berlin Axis, which was an agreement between Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy. We will examine why Germany and Italy became closer, what the agreement involved, and why it was important for Hitler's foreign policy. At the top of this video, you'll see a navigation bar and there are timestamps so you can jump to the section that you want. The Rome-Berlin Axis was an agreement of friendship and cooperation between Nazi Germany, led by Hitler, and Fascist Italy, led by Mussolini. It was announced in October 1936. However, it is important to understand that the Rome-Berlin Axis was not originally a formal military alliance. Instead, it showed that Germany and Italy were becoming closer and intended to cooperate over their foreign policies. The word axis means a central line around which something turns. Mussolini described the relationship between Rome and Berlin as an axis around which other countries of Europe would revolve. In other words, Mussolini was suggesting that Germany and Italy would become the centre of European politics. Germany and Italy had not always had a close relationship. Mussolini had previously been concerned about Hitler's ambitions, particularly Hitler's aims of uniting Germany and Austria. Italy saw Austria as an important barrier between Germany and Italy. Mussolini, therefore, did not originally support German expansion into Austria. However, events during the 1930s gradually pushed Mussolini away from Britain and France and towards Hitler. One important development was the collapse of the Stresa Front. In 1935, Britain, France and Italy formed the Stresa Front. Its purpose was to oppose German rearmament and protect the Treaty of Versailles. However, the agreement quickly weakened. Britain signed the Anglo-German naval agreement with Germany without consulting France or Italy. This agreement allowed Germany to increase the size of its navy. Mussolini saw Britain's actions as evidence that Britain could not be trusted to remain a united front against Hitler. The Abyssinian Crisis also brought Germany and Italy closer together. In October 1935, Italy invaded Abyssinia. The League of Nations condemned the invasion and introduced economic sanctions against Italy. Britain and France supported these sanctions, although the sanctions were not strong enough to stop Italy from conquering Abyssinia. Hitler did not support the sanctions against Italy. Germany continued trading with Italy, which helped Mussolini during the crisis. As a result, Mussolini began to move away from Britain and France and towards Germany. Germany and Italy also worked together during the Spanish Civil War, which began in 1936. Both Hitler and Mussolini supported the nationalist forces led by General Franco. Their shared involvement in Spain gave Germany and Italy an opportunity to cooperate militarily. It also strengthened the relationship between Hitler and Mussolini. Under the Rome-Berlin Axis, Germany and Italy agreed to cooperate in several areas of foreign policy. Italy accepted Germany's influence over Austria. Germany recognised Italy's conquest of Abyssinia. And finally, Germany and Italy also agreed to oppose communism and continue supporting Franco in the Spanish Civil War. The Rome-Berlin Axis was important because it marked the end of Italy's cooperation with Britain and France against Germany. It also reduced Hitler's international isolation. Germany now had the support of another major European power. This made it easier for Hitler to pursue a more aggressive foreign policy. The agreement also showed that Europe was beginning to divide into two opposing camps. The relationship between Germany and Italy continued to develop after 1936. In May 1939, Germany and Italy signed the Pact of Steel. Unlike the Rome-Berlin Axis, the Pact of Steel was a formal military alliance. During the Second World War, Germany, Italy and their allies became known as the Axis powers. To summarise, the Rome-Berlin Axis was an agreement between Hitler's Germany and Mussolini's Italy announced in October 1936. Germany and Italy became closer because of the collapse of the Stresa Front, the Abyssinian Crisis and their shared involvement in the Spanish Civil War. The agreement was important because it moved Italy away from Britain and France, reduced Germany's isolation and helped Hitler pursue a more aggressive foreign policy.